I'm a colonel, you're a fucking Freemason, and this guy is
he's a sack of shit. Yeah. That would be the worst thing you've ever said.
That made me uncomfortable. I think that's the first time.
Hey, Edgar, guess what Walt said? You might as well have had a gay lover in prison and hanged yourself. He's like, in regard to what? I'm like, no context for you, buddy.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Tell him, Steve Dave, where you will not hear any dick-sucking music in the background. Well, who was that we were just listening to, Walt?
Radiohead.
Radiohead?
Well, that's not dick-sucking music.
Oh, you dubbed it dick-sucking music.
Well, I think I did, because of you. Like, I'm used to, like,
either sucking a dick.
Or fucking, like, hard rock music I'm used to in here. I come in here, there's, like, a sensitive boy sort of singing.
A little emo shit, right?
Yeah, it was a little emo-ish.
You don't put the NFL score on when you're getting a blowy?
I don't, but
I don't. You're taking a blow?
Taking or giving? Yeah. Because taking never.
That doesn't make you. The wind is a raider.
I'm not
thinking about muscular dudes like charging into each other, rolling around.
Maybe it is because I was listening to the new Metallica driving down, and I'm used to you guys.
You're all amped up.
Metal. Yeah, I come in here and I hear, oh yeah, we're gonna.
Why doesn't anybody like me?
Put it in my mouth.
Because I'm a creep, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So, Q.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever farted on your head?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, in the firehouse. I'm sure one of the guys just fucking came up behind me and blasted.
Because I think you're in a position now where, like, it could make the news, right? Well,
I would think so, yeah, after today, yes.
You wouldn't have thought it before today, but Walt and I were talking before you got here.
Yeah.
And evidently we were... Dancing with the Stars, David Ross, he's a former Chicago Cub, was dancing with Lindsay Arnold. I bet you're going to like her. That's your type of girl right there.
Whoa. I mean, that's everybody's type of girl. It's not restricted to me.
Farted in his face.
She farted in his face?
Yeah.
I mean, she could fart in my face if she wants.
Would you want her to?
I would have wanted to, but if she brought it up as like, I want to try something.
She's like, I never tried this before.
I'd be like, I could be that close to your ass? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I mean, it would be an odd request, but like I've always said, you got to be giving.
I don't think you're on target here. It wasn't the fact that she did it. Yeah. It was the fact that it's actually newsworthy that boggled my mind.
Well, how did this break?
Because on my phone, I have this news app. It's awesome, and it like
sounds
this
great.
News app everyone's just discovered 10 years ago.
Like every time I turn my phone on, there's a top stories.
Yeah.
And one of the top stories was about this Dancing with the Star. I mean, it actually said farts on this guy's face.
But while they were dancing?
While they were practicing, and it was caught on camera. And but the article written about it was so long.
Right.
I was like, what more is there to talk about?
Like the headline says it all. The headline: dance partner farts in his face.
I mean, the article must have been it must have been. I'm putting probably like a yardstick long.
Yeah.
About the incident. About the incident. When I don't think there's much more to say. I don't think it's newsworthy.
Did she give a quote?
I think she did.
She did give a quote. Q. They dissolved into laughter. After the show, the guy smiled to reporters. I told her I'll never forget that moment in my entire life. I'm appreciative of it. Oh, so he's a freak. He's got a fetish. He added, we're all human. If you get grossed out about that, you're not being real with yourself. It made me laugh. Like he's overcompensating, right?
He's trying to...
It was so funny, Q, that it shut... Now, you think you're funny, right? You thought you knew funny?
I thought I knew funny.
Thought you knew funny? It shut down rehearsal for the entire day because they were laughing so hard.
God.
And they decided to go home. She's 23. I spend more time with this guy than I do my own husband, and I'm sure he can say the same, said his dance partner. Is she insinuating that he's married to a guy?
No, I'm insinuating that he spends more time with her while rehearsing for this contest than with his own wife. They're both of their not siblings, spouses are being.
They say that happens a lot, right? Like you start with your dance partner, next thing you know.
Not on Dancing with the Stars. I don't think there's been any marriage breakups due to Dancing with the Stars. It's been
on for like fucking 20 seasons. You think not one? I guarantee fucking something happened. We're always together. We're working hard, which naturally makes you build a connection. And when you fart in somebody's face, it automatically makes you best friends.
It doesn't say that.
I swear to God, that is her quote. Now, who do you want to be best friends with, Q? Because evidently this is all you got to do.
I'm good.
You don't like. You just walk up. They're unsuspecting. Look,
just the kissing bandit, the farting bandit.
You just fart in their face, and you're going to be best friends.
But if you went to college,
and
you wanted to become a journalist, would you be excited to write this article, or would you be mortified that you had to write this article?
I'd just be like, I mean, this is a person.
Cub reporter Brian Quinn on the scene,
just collecting.
Somebody farted.
Really? What do you think? The writer who was like, okay, not only do I have a chance to break a big story, apparently, but I'm going to also make it so long,
right,
that it's almost like
2,000 words.
It's almost the first chapter of a book. And do you think that they were like excited about this opportunity, or were they like, I can't believe this is what it's come to? I went to school to break stories, to be a journalist, and this is what I'm writing about.
Yeah. Somewhere there's like a person on the scene in Syria, like covering refugees. Or maybe like they're like, hey man, I'm going into North Korea and I'm gonna I don't care, like I'm going to investigate. And this lady's like, somebody farted on another person.
Some nameless dancer farts in some nameless former baseball player's face.
Right. And I have to write a fucking essay, like essay length. I mean, the way they talked about, they just go on and on. Like when asked about how they always have fun together during the grueling show process, he laughed. She farts on me when in doubt. I mean,
when did fart become acceptable in the realm of news? Like, wouldn't it? Isn't there a more technical term?
The second a hot 23-year-old girl farts, and everyone's like, "Let's talk about it." Yeah, like let's say like it's me on Dancing with the Stars. It's like me and Kathy Bates dancing together, and she farts in my mouth. Like nobody's like, "Oh, how cute." Nobody, no one. They're like, "Oh, what two grotesque animals are farting on each other."
Well, usually if you're on Dance with the Stars, one of you is a celebrity and one of you is a professional dancer, though. So I don't think you would be paired with Kathy Bates.
I mean, I fit neither bill, so I guess I wouldn't be paired with anyone.
But like,
season 60, they're like, all right, we're going to give you your shot.
But in all honesty, when did it become acceptable for a news organization to use that word in their headline?
Farts in face?
Yeah, because I'm not even sure you're allowed to say it on network TV.
Sure you are.
They say shit.
Okay.
They say shit on it.
But at what point?
Funny that I'm like, oh my God.
But network TV.
Okay.
If they are allowed to say it now, it's only been a recent happening where they're allowed to say it without any...
The world's run amok, Walt. Anybody could say anything.
Anything goes.
Disgusting.
Well, because you'd be fart shaming her, I guess, right? If
yeah. Can't do that.
No.
Then this was not done on live television. They didn't have to run the footage.
They had to dig this up. They had to unearth this story.
He also says...
there's more?
I swear.
There's more quotes?
I swear. He goes, I've dragged her all over the country. He has 3 kids. I've dragged her all over the country, and we're next to each other on planes and flying back and forth with my family. I feel like I have a 4th child in Lindsay, so I'm going to put her on my taxes this year for sure. How many quotes do you need from this guy about, like, they're really, like, overdoing it with, like, how close they are. It's like she can fart on me anytime she wants. Not a lot of quotes from her, though, because she's the one who did it. Ross said, she's a very open, honest person. I'm an open, honest person. We don't have a whole lot to hide. Oh, my God. My God. They act
I mean,
like,
he's
they
given-
revealed something on purpose, not even like accidentally. Like, oh my god, how do we know it wasn't a queef? Right?
That's the follow-up story.
Oh, I hope
that's
so.
That's the conspiracy.
Was it a fart?
That's the TMZ article. But but I bet you that dude has spoken more at length on that incident than his whole baseball career.
Right. Nobody cares about it. Nobody wants to know him. Like he could walk in the store, you wouldn't know him. He's like, "Hey, I'm the fart guy." You'd be like, "Holy shit, I know you." Yeah.
It helps your career, right? If you're both of them.
No.
No.
But, you know what? I don't think it helps your career,
think so.
but I do think it helps with the audience. It makes you more relatable in a way that they're not grossed out by them, but they are like, oh, those are the ones. Like she blamed it on
cute
on sci-fi salsa. It was a science
Now I gotta
fiction themed
hear it?
salsa dance,
no.
which thoroughly entertained the
Oh, I
judges.
thought you mentioned she had salsa before. She like salsa salad or something. Like she had that.
Yeah, she's
dip.
like,
like
those
she was
aren't
eating
refried beans.
I really thought you meant that's what you meant. I was like, who the fuck would eat that before dancing? Especially if you know your face is going to be like you're going to have your buttocks by this guy's face.
Right? She's
Take
like, I
some
don't care.
precautions.
I'm hot. I want to see. I want to get
Don't
to the point.
eat like salsa and cabbage.
I want cabbage. That's the traditional Mexican dish, salsa and cabbage. What is she, like a fucking peasant from the 13th century eating cabbage soup?
Boiled cabbage.
Yeah. I want to get to the point where the media is like sharts in his face. Like there's a little bit of brown on his cheek, and he's like, oh, just come on. What's the big deal? We're very open and honest about this type of thing.
You can only be open and honest if, like you guys have mentioned, that if you are extremely good looking. Mm-hmm. If you are anything under a 9, you can even get away with it maybe if you're an 8 or a 7. But if you're anywhere in anything under that,
like if you're average,
do not go around thinking that you're going to get the same kind of accolades.
Right, yeah,
farting on people.
like
That ain't gonna happen.
you're up in the club and you go over to a girl you're like, I just had some salsa and cabbage. What do you think of that, baby?
Yeah, you're not going to get the same reaction, and the world isn't going to embrace your antics.
Yeah, there's not going to be a fucking telephone book length article on how fucking cute it was and how awesome you two are. It really is fucking crazy. It's crazier that we're spending this much time reading it. But I said to Walt, it's nice to not read something about like, hey, guess what? Trump's a dickhead. It's like, yeah. We know. Did he fart? Did somebody fart on him? Maybe. Because that would be great. Sage did something that I was fucking stunned. I forgot to tell you last week. It was where, you know where this is, Walt. I'm going to try to paint the picture. We're going down Highway 35, and it's over by that, Q, you know where it is too, the Chili's.
Oh, yeah.
This
Snowman? This isn't where Snowman was.
No. It's
This is where we used to eat.
This is where we used to go to lunch all the time.
Okay.
So there's 3 lanes. There's a fast lane, a middle lane, which would be the slow lane. Then there's like the lane where you turn off. Now there's all this traffic built up, and in the middle lane, it turns out that there's a car stopped, and there's like, I'm not exaggerating, there were 8 police cars there. I don't know what the fuck this guy did or what he had. But the guy is cuffed. He has the handcuffs behind him. He's standing behind his car in the middle lane. So everyone is slowly going on either side of him. We would be on his...
Rubbernecking?
Rubbernecking, yeah. There's nothing to see, but, everybody's going real slow. We're driving in what would be the passing lane, so he's facing everybody. So we would be on his right, and we're going by real slow. And as we drive by... Sage rolls down the window, and she goes, ha, ha.
Oh, my God.
And the guy fucking locked eyes with her. Dude, I was fucking laughing so it was fucking amazing. I was like, why did you do that? But just to have, like, not only somebody laugh in your face, probably one of the lowest points in your life, right? And then you're like, does that kid have Down syndrome? What the fuck? Like, now I'm being mocked by her? It brightened my day. Like, the rest of the day, I was so proud of her. God, it fucking made me laugh.
That's funny. What do you do if one day Sage is like, I mean, obviously,
I'm like, oh.
Many years from now, she's like, I have a boyfriend. I want to move in with him.
Well, she says that all the time now. She taunts me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this kid, James, in her class that she likes. She calls him Prince James.
Okay.
And she's like, I'm going to marry Prince James. She writes love notes repeatedly.
Does he also have...
Yeah, he's like special needs. I don't know if he has Down syndrome, though, because I've never seen him. I threaten his life constantly to her. Like, you wait, I'm going to get him. She wrote a love note to him. I accidentally spilled cranberry juice on it. You would think I spilled cranberry juice on, like, the Declaration of Independence.
Really?
That's how fucking upset she was, yeah. I think I talked about it before. I saw a documentary called Monica and David.
Okay.
Or David and Monica, one of the two. And it's about these two people with Down syndrome who decide to get married. I suggest any quote-unquote normal person who catches shit watch this, because this idea that they're always happy and nothing, like it never rains, is total bullshit. This guy was catching so much shit from her.
She was giving him shit?
Dude, she was a fucking bridezilla. I'm not kidding around. It was unreal how much, like, this guy's just taking it, and she's like yelling at him because this isn't right and that isn't right. Now, she wasn't like a bitch or anything, but it really went to show, like, doesn't matter. You are going to catch shit regardless.
No matter who you are, no matter your status.
Nope, no matter.
You're catching shit.
Matter
Unless you're single.
If you're single, you're not going to catch shit, right?
Yeah.
But
oh man,
it was. I mean, in time, if she's like, if she can get a job and she can like live on her own and get married, sure, why not?
I mean, you wouldn't let them move into your place?
Oh, they're going to move in with me?
Yeah.
No. We learn the lessons of our fathers, don't we? Fuck that shit. No, I mean, if she was like, if she wanted to live with me for the rest of her life, it would be totally fine.
Right, but with James, though.
Oh,
Prince
so like
James.
they're banging and shit, you're saying?
No, I don't know what this is, but it's like an All in the Family.
Oh, you know how I like it. I'm like, no. She's like, Prince James, please.
Oh, that's terrible. That would be the worst thing you've ever said.
That made me uncomfortable. I think that's the first time.
Teflon coating stripped away with one comment.
He's like, you're Archie Bunker, James is Meathead, and Sage is Gloria, the little girl.
I'm calling him Meathead. Meathead? Why are you letting a Jew in the house?
Suzanne is Edith.
Brian! Prince James and Sage are at it again.
Stifle yourself.
Oh, is he a Negro? If not, then what do I care?
Walt's dying. He's gone. We lost Walt. He's in a fetal position.
Like, Prince James, get out of my chair.
I love that. This is adopted as Prince James. You call him that too?
Hey, Dingback, get me my dinner. Yeah, I call him Prince James too.
Prince Meathead.
Prince Meathead, yeah. But yeah, I mean, if it was an All in the Family type scenario, 100%, I would go for it. No, sure. I mean, if that's like how she has to live, and she's like, hey, this is my husband who's equally not able to work or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? She's a romantic too, man.
Yeah.
Ever since she was little, that kid is a fucking romantic. She only wants to hear songs on the radio that have something to do with love. She only
hang out with Walt.
Fucking, yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, this is dick sucking music, Sage. I don't want to listen to this shit.
I really don't want it. I don't think you would. Prince James should be listening to this.
Yeah, let's listen to some Metallica or something. What are you guys doing?
Hey!
Door's open. Door's open.
Prince Meathead, knock that off.
That would be a fucking some scenario, man. Oh man, like I think you said Q. I don't know. He says it like, yeah, sure, but do you really believe?
I don't think Sage would ever get on his nerves.
No, I don't
Prince
think
James might.
Yes, yeah. I kind of think that like he says like, yeah, sure, Prince James and Sage could live together in the same house with me. I don't know if it would be that like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, come on in, Prince James. Whatever.
Especially with her being a romantic.
Right. They're like constantly making out at the dinner table.
Smooching.
Like,
Are there like what is? I mean, this is going to sound wrong to say it, but I don't know, so I have to ask. But are there like, if her and Prince James, yeah, I mean, are her and Prince James able to have a kid? Like,
Yeah,
or is
would you be responsible to try to not let that happen?
yeah, like how Gideon like impregnates a horse like with his hand up her ass and shit.
No, responsible for not like making sure.
Like, I don't give them protection. I just constantly burst in at the most inopportune moments. Round the clock like a watchdog. No, I mean, I'm pretty sure there aren't rules against like two Down syndrome people having a kid, right?
because I mean, there's not some law that they're not able to make a decision.
Who championed that law?
Well, I don't know, but there's nothing like, well, they're not able to, and I don't know if like, is it like, look, they're not, whatever their mental age is, you've said in the past, like they're sort of stuck under the laws of that.
Well, they sort of they get to a certain point,
right?
And like with Sage right now, she's 11. She's probably like on the reading level of say like a 6-year-old, somewhere in there, 6 to 7. She's gotten better at reading. But yeah, you're right. It's like can she give informed consent
right.
because if like let's say a person who doesn't have Downs like had sex with her, even if she's over 18. He could still get in trouble, I think.
You would think, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. You're like, well, what are the eugenics laws still on the books or what?
Yeah. And then if they did have a baby, is the baby automatically have Down syndrome, or is there like a shot?
I don't know.
I think,
Yeah,
but I
sure.
mean, but I'm not saying, I'm not comparing these two things, but I know that like two small people can have an adult-sized child.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you've seen it.
Because it's all about recessed genes and whatnot.
Yeah, so I don't know if that has any. If I don't know if it's in the same gene pool or not.
I mean, should we?
I don't even think you should even explore it because I mean that would mean that like that is so unlikely and so far from now. I would not even entertain it.
Okay, I'm like, okay, so I'm like,
gotta know the
if
answer.
two people with Down syndrome fuck, and one becomes pregnant, well, the baby with Down syndrome. At least half of all the women with Down syndrome do ovulate and are fertile. Between 35 and 50% of children born to mothers with Down syndrome are likely to have trisomy 21 or other developmental. So it's not guaranteed.
It's interesting.
Do they have any special needs or concerns in regard to birth control? Yeah, that's what I would imagine, right? You put her on birth control. That's what you would have to do.
I don't want to talk about Sage specifically.
Yeah, let's change the subject.
Can we talk about how many buttons are on your shirt? You're like down to the navel. You look like a fucking rock star.
Can I just say one more thing? That if Sage and Prince James do decide to get down, I really hope that they do it on a Casper mattress. Because Casper is a sleep brand that created one perfect mattress sold directly to consumers, eliminating commission-driven inflated prices.
And now Casper has to be happy with the scenario, with the picture you just planted in everyone's mind.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very inclusive.
It's hardly out of the box. It doesn't even have sheets on it yet before Prince James is sowing his seed.
Casper's just like...
Oh, man.
No, I take the mattress. I give them the cardboard to do it on. An in-house team of engineers spent thousands of hours developing the Casper supportive memory foam for sleep service that's got just the right sink and right bounce. Does yours still have a bounce to it, Walt?
Yeah.
It hasn't, like, caved in or anything? With all your fucking action?
That's why I got foam, baby.
Yeah.
I knew springs can't handle my...
Right, those springs are going to be popping through the ceiling and shit.
I've dealt with, since a lifetime of springs told me that, like, I don't have to worry about the noise of the springs anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't have to ever worry about springs giving me away on what I'm up to.
Your dirty deeds.
Yeah. Like, if we be at 2 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, a Casper mattress keeps your secret.
That really should be their fucking campaign. That is so fucking genius. I hadn't thought of that. The spring industry should be driven out of business.
Right? How many times have you gotten caught, Q, when you were younger, maybe when you were in your, in a house.
Yeah, those springs have sold me out.
Right?
They
You're
have.
on some ratty mattress with springs popping through,
Yeah.
and the girl's complaining, and you're like, shut up.
Like, we're going to be together forever.
Yeah, we're getting married.
I love you. What's that scooter doing?
What's this? Oh, you like Radiohead? You like this song?
It's like, yeah, it's hard to suck dick to Metallica. I mean, it's so angry.
But I think that would be a great blowjob if fucking
Metallica?
it's going in time to Metallica.
Bouncing off the walls,
Yeah,
fucking
that
springs
sounds
flying
all
everywhere
right.
out of the mattress.
It's too angry, though, isn't it?
Sometimes you're in the mood for that angry fucking.
I mean, it's second only to fucking having one given by listening to Korn or something. It would be awful. She
well, I
to
don't think
beat
she's
the
got
shit out
bare
of you.
teeth. I'm just talking about like the rhythm. You don't think that's
I like a little bit gentler and
every time, huh?
Yeah. There's no need to.
2 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He's
Gentle.
Aggressiveness
Radiohead's
has never been something that I was
Really, you
into.
never wrapped the hair around your hands and like fucking forced the issue,
Up again,
but consensually.
strongly encouraged.
No, consensually.
Oh, I totally get you. But no, aggressiveness has never been something that I've asked for. Be more aggressive now.
I've always found that it's easier to be aggressive with like a one night stand than it is with like someone you're with.
Yeah,
Because they
Because
end
you
up in a
gotta live
fucking
with it.
barrel the next day.
You gotta look him in the eye
Right.
eventually. So it's
Eventually. $50 towards any mattress purchase. Casper.com/TESD. Use the promo code TESD. Premium mattress, no springs to give you away. Their business works by continuously delivering their mattresses using feedback of nearly 500,000 customers. Order online, it's delivered to your door in a box. U.S., Canada, and now the U.K. Damn, I wish I had known.
why?
I was in the UK just recently, man. I would have banged a few birds on a Casper mattress instead of not at all. Please use your personal experience with your Casper mattress. All right, we already did. All right, that's it. Casper mattress.
Nice, good job. Are we going to talk about this? Are we allowed to?
Only briefly.
Yeah, I asked about it. He looks like a butcher.
Yeah, he's got an apron on.
He's been invited into a secret society.
But they're not secret, though.
Well, certain
you're-
secrets need to be kept, right?
Yeah, not a secret, but there's definitely.
But it's not the Illuminati. He's turned his back on them.
It's no.
Oh, you're in there too?
No, I'm not, but I'm not just because I joined another organization doesn't mean I can't be multi-organizational.
That's true.
But the Freemasons have come a knocking,
Right.
and I have answered, and I have agreed to join. And
But I thought you had to, like,
it's called Blue Lightning.
what does that mean?
It's a quick.
I like how he's like, I'm not allowed to give anything away, and it goes into detail about it.
It's a fast track.
Okay. And anybody can make that decision?
No.
Or this guy had to fucking...
No, I had to inquire and I had to impress the person that's helping me.
Right.
And
It seemed real difficult. This is the kind of guy you fart in his face, he'd be your best friend.
that's the guy who has not been asked to join.
Well, that's
So
why.
that's the kind of tone you
That's
expect.
why. I'm a colonel, you're a fucking Freemason, and
And
this guy is
he's a
just
sack of
fucking-
shit.
Club of one.
But, I mean, the Masons, like... I mean, the best rumor about Jack the Ripper right now is that he was a Freemason and that they covered up for him.
I'm not. I have 30 some days left. What I have to do. To be honest, though, a lot of what they're talking about, a lot of what's going on initially is a lot of fundraising and shit. And I'm like, this doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah.
I like fundraising and PR and shit.
Yeah, I just want to get out of, like, tickets and shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah, like with a secret handshake.
Yeah.
but I'm up for it. I have to wear something for some 30 days,
Yeah.
39 days.
I was most curious about when you got home and you're wearing it. Are they like, what are you wearing?
I explained to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
They were just they didn't even care.
They're like, he's lying.
Yeah,
Like,
they didn't. Yeah, but
So you'll be able to get like a license plate with the what are the compass? Mm-hmm. That's what they
apparently. Yeah, there's no
And-
door. All the doors will be open to me. And not going to be a master, of course.
And at what point
Not right
can
away.
you start blue lightning other people?
Blue lightning.
Yeah. When can
That I have not. I don't know if I will be.
Who's lightning?
Are you inquiring about yourself?
Yeah.
Fuck
I mean,
that.
No,
Me.
yeah.
No, not him. He's already a colonel.
What's the matter with you? What's this about?
You got too many fucking honoraries and all that other kind of shit, man.
But I can't like.
Oh, it's a license plate frame.
I'm not supposed to post any pictures online. I'm not supposed to do any. I'm not really supposed to talk about the anything really.
Just an ant?
It's not an ant.
No, it's
It
not.
has nothing to do with that. I earned this on my own. This is actually earned.
Yeah, you know what? Having to talk to this guy weekly, yeah, he earned it. He fucking earned it for sure.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, there are some license plates. You're right, Q. Freemasonry, Freemason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know, this-
and like a
this-
little G thing. Like
George
the
Washington
compass.
was a Freemason.
What I have to wear goes back before the Golden Fleece.
Really? Now, did you have to learn the history of the 3 Jews and stuff like that?
That hasn't been. That
hasn't been brought up yet?
unless one of them Sunday Jeff. No.
No. Okay. There was.
Is that one of the 3? Because then, yeah.
Because I was like, well, I know Sunday Jeff and maybe Simi will vouch for me. I told him, but
I don't know. You might be on Simmy's bad side with that funeral shit.
I need to get a third, huh? I'm like,
No, that's not it. There's
I
like
know.
there's like part of Mason lore where 3. It's always the Jews getting the bad end of the stick, like assassinated one of the early Freemasons, like betrayed him.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
So they're anti-Semitic?
They are not anymore. I think they were at a certain point. And one of the reasons they think that Jack the Ripper, well, is because that message he wrote on the wall.
What was the message?
The Jews are the ones that will not be blamed for nothing, or something like that, like a cryptic message.
Helter Skelter.
Yeah, but it's a reference to Messianic lore. It's an interesting.
Did you hear also about writings on the wall? Did you hear about Fernandez, the guy who killed
Aaron
himself
Hernandez?
in jail? Yeah, he fucking.
Wait, what happened?
He wrote Illuminati on his forehead.
Who?
Fernandez, the tight end.
Hernandez.
Oh, really?
I don't even know shit about sports, and I know the guy's name was Hernandez.
The guy who hung himself?
The guy who hung himself. They're saying now he wrote the Illuminati on his forehead.
Wow, that would explain a
Well,
lot.
I'm looking at May 2nd here. They were... Okay, he's been plagued by allegations of having a gay lover now.
Totally false.
Is this what happens after you die? People just say shit?
Yeah, that's
it's like
what I'm
next thing
saying.
you know, they're
Yeah.
like, hey, his niece used to shit on him. And crap.
But yeah, the Illuminati thing though is freaky, right?
It is kind of weird. I didn't hear that.
Did you find the article?
About the Illuminati?
Yeah.
No, I'm looking at the one about the gay lover.
Yeah, well, that's
It says the attorney of Kyle Kennedy told one of Aaron Hernandez's suicide notes had been left for his client, revealed that it requested that his client be given the letter. Kennedy is believed to have been the last person to see Aaron Hernandez alive, though that is not... Oh, as a prison boyfriend, allegedly. What did you think about this guy hanging himself? Were you moved in any way by it? Oh wait, yeah, here's Illuminati. But let me ask you that first.
well, not at all. I mean, the guy, has been convicted of murder. So why would I feel any sense of sadness?
Not sad, but like the life he could have had versus the one he did have they're so diametrically opposed. It's fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You instead of being in one of the best places in life possible, you are in the worst place possible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cautionary tale, man. This guy should be. His story should be told to all school children. Maybe leave out the gay lover stuff and the
I don't
Illuminati.
know. These days, you can talk about the gay lover. There's no problem there.
Well, prison lover.
Yeah, prison boyfriend. Like, look, sometimes when you go to prison, you're not gay.
I don't think.
Even the Italians say that.
Yeah.
I don't think though that like
We got
I'm
mafia
talking
guys,
about
tough motherfuckers.
I'm talking
What
about
you got to
if
do in prison?
if you're in high school, yes, you can talk about that. But if you're talking to kids younger, like if you're talking to kids in middle school and grammar school,
Like first, second graders?
I would not talk about the
prison
prison
boyfriend?
sex.
Prison sex.
What about the Illuminati?
I wouldn't even bring the Illuminati in. I think that's too. I think that brings a level of. It makes it almost unrealistic and unreal, and
Right.
kids won't feel the power of the story.
Like,
you
by the way,
include it.
there's a secret society that he was involved in.
Yeah, you might lose some of the impact if you include the Illuminati angle.
Right. It says Aaron Hernandez had allegedly drawn an unfinished pyramid on the wall in blood
pyramid
and wrote
cue.
the word Illuminati below it. The figure was much like the one that is seen on the back of the U.S. dollar bill. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so, look, if he's in the fucking Illuminati and this is where he ended up, like, nobody was protecting him then, right?
No, I think the Illuminati killed him. He's saying.
Oh, because he was going to talk about something?
No, I mean, who's to know? I mean, in his fevered mind, I guess he.
A toxicology report has shut down the possibility that Hernandez, being high at the time he took his life, because they were saying that synthetic marijuana.
Yeah, what is synthetic marijuana?
It's this. It tastes like shit. It's blamed for like teenagers smoking a lot, or people can't get access to weed, and some of it, I guess,
How?
is tainted.
How could you not get
I don't
access to
know.
weed?
I don't know.
You walk down Manhattan, the whole fucking city smells like weed now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I know some states outlawed it, but it's this shit. Like I smoked it once or twice, and it tastes like garbage. And
Yeah.
it didn't.
But what's it
didn't
made
do
out of?
anything. I don't know. I think it's just like
What makes it
herbs
called
and,
marijuana, though?
Because I guess it mimics the
effects.
The effects of it, yeah. You feel the effects of the high.
I mean, if I was in Washington Square Park today, it's like a cloud of fucking weed.
Is it illegal in New York?
Decriminalized.
So you can smoke it anywhere you want now?
You the worst you'll get if the cop even gives a shit is a ticket. It's like speeding.
Oh, yeah, so it's not decriminalized then?
It is. Yeah, speeding's not a criminal act. It's
What is it?
It's a
Violation.
misdemeanor rather than
Yeah.
like. You know, it's like jaywalking or
Yeah, you're not
like you're not allowed to. You're not going to have a criminal record if you get busted with weed. Is what it means.
ticket. No, if the cop even gives a shit, and from what I've seen, most cops don't even give a shit.
Synthetic cannabinoids are a class of chemicals that are different from cannabinoids found in cannabis, but also bind to the receptors. They're marketed as designer drugs. What was that shit? Bath salts people used to. That was big for a while. There are several psychoactive artificial cannabinoid families. I guess they spray it with plant matter with shit. It's like some kind of synthetic chemical that they made, and then you can smoke it, and it's sort
Or
of...
just legalize the fucking shit so people don't go around and do this.
Yeah, remember a couple months ago there was an article about like a bunch of people in Brooklyn that were like walking around like zombies from smoking this shit, but I have a feeling that it's probably something different than this.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, they're capable of causing clinical intoxication and death. Many compounds have been banned in the U.S. I had a dream the other night that I was smoking meth with Pam and Edgar. I'm not sure why. Oh, speaking of which, Pam and Edgar just celebrated their 50th anniversary.
Oh man,
That is something
50
to
fucking
applaud and
Celebrate?
recognize, and
Is it?
and to
about romance.
And to like put up on a mountain and just be like like it can be done.
Should it be done is the question. Because when they said it, I was like, that's a lifetime.
That's a life.
That's a lifetime. 50 fucking years.
50 years with their best friends together forever for 50 years.
She was farting on his face, so you might be right. Yeah, they went down.
Are they that close? Are they as close as the nameless baseball player and dancer? Could she have done that? Would the reaction been the same? Would it be like, would Edgar give an interview at length about how like we're close and
The second somebody farts in your face, but it took 50 years. I know it just happened. Finally, we sealed the best friend deal. I don't know. I don't know. I think it was just like that guy seems like beaten down at this point. He's not the Edgar I grew up with.
Yeah.
No, he's just sort of like whatever.
There's no fighting the dog?
Nah, just embrace me, sweet death.
Happens with age.
Yeah.
And do you point
I go at
to...
him harder now than ever.
He's weak.
Do you attribute that weakness to the 50 years?
Oh, like she... part of it, probably.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. She actually inspired me recently to start rereading the Tibetan book of Living and Dying, Q. Because she's so hung up on things, like her things. These are my good things. These are like she loves shit so much. Like she was saying, I guess she had this box of Crayola crayons from 1990 with collector's colors, right? Okay. Now it's sitting at the back of a fucking desk drawer that she was looking for something else.
For 28 years?
Almost 30 years. Almost 30 years. It's sitting there.
And they've never been used? The grandkids never even got to use them, right?
Well, here's the thing. Evidently, at some point during those 30 years, somebody did use them because I guess she went to the drawer and was like, oh, my collector's crayons. Why is it empty?
Limited edition crayons.
Yes. And got all fucking upset because they were collector. It was it's like, there's no such thing as a fucking collectible fucking crayon market. The only reason they
don't make that color anymore.
I know they don't, but you show me the person who collects crayons, and I show you a person who will collect anything, anything on earth.
So, but most likelihood, though, those crayons were used by her grandchildren to have a good time.
She's pissed. She's pissed about it. Dude, it was like, who cracked open my Fabergé egg? It was like that level of like, oh my God, my good crayons. Insane.
What does a box of those crayons go for on eBay now?
Okay.
You looked?
Oh, yeah. You better fucking believe it.
What they retail for in 1990?
I think they retailed for like $14.99, somewhere around there. It's a tin box.
Okay.
That says like, and they did them for a couple years. It was like 90 through 94 until they're like, I guess nobody's buying this shit. There's one person who's really like into the collectible crayon market. And she, I guess she put it away. And at some point, somebody used it,
but for almost 30 years, she was safe.
You didn't even notice. It could have been used 29 years ago. She wouldn't have fucking known.
But like in her mind, her collectible crayons were safe and unused,
so, yes.
and as
mint, pristine mint.
The charade.
Yeah. If you can fool yourself into thinking like, because she was like, well, they're going to be worth money. I'm like, to who? To who? I went on eBay, $4.99. Buy it now. Nobody's even buying it at $4.99.
So it depreciated.
It's depreciated by fucking almost 70% over the years. And she can't take a write-off on that. It's not like stocks. But I was like, oh my God, like if Edgar dies before her, guaranteed if the show Hoarders is still on, she's on it. Because she buys so much shit that she never uses, puts away. I need this, I need that. They went to Cape May for a couple days for their anniversary. Comes back with a whole bag full of shit, just like stuff to like hang on the wall.
Whoa! But I was getting texts like for the last couple of weeks. I thought there may have been a cruise by the. By the sons and daughters were going to be given as a gift. Did that happen?
Well, not yet. It's still happening. In fact, they may find out about it right now because we haven't told them yet. But my brother Eric and I researched it and found like the best one for them because you can't let them set it up. They text me. But no way.
The Impractical Jokers cruise?
That's what I was thinking. Maybe I could get a sweet discount. But so they'd walk right out of the Space Monkey show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit! What was I going to say? Oh, so if we let them set it up, like they go to Cape May, and Pam texts me because they're taking care of the dog and the cats and all that shit, and she's like, "We're coming home today." I'm like, "You're coming home on your anniversary, the day of your anniversary?" She's like, "Yeah, we're going to come home and we're going to go out and get dinner." I'm like, why wouldn't you stay one more day? The day of your anniversary. Right. And they're like, and she's like, oh yeah, I guess we should. And then they stayed. And I'm like, how does this not occur to you? Like, it's just weird the way.
Well, it's weird too that she's also like, okay, we'll do it because you said it.
Well, I don't think the idea had fucking occurred to them.
How could it not?
I don't know. There's a lot of shit that doesn't like. My mother's the kind of person like she doesn't think things through, like even way worse than I do, and I'll have to tell her like, yeah, but what about this? Like the amount of money she wastes on shit. And she's like looking through the bed and breakfast. She's like, oh, this is a nice room, but for $30 more, you get all this, which is like twice the size of the room and a hot tub and all this other shit. Do you think it's worth it? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I think so. You never go anywhere. And like, that's what, like on their anniversary, I'm like, why are you so hot to get back to?
Was the anniversary ruined by the discovery of the crayons?
No, the crayons, thankfully, that came a few days after they got back. So they had time to settle in before the bomb was dropped. That colorful Crayola bomb. And the fucked up thing
what was the resolution?
Her cousin has a husband who works at the Crayola factory, like works for Crayola. I guarantee they got fucking pallets of that shit sitting around that she could get for free.
But what was the resolution? What finally calmed her down and would like? How'd you talk her
the
off
fucking
the ledge?
realization that she can't do anything about it. And I told her, I was like, you know what? Like in the 90s, there was a Death of Superman issue, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody had to get it, and everybody knows the fucking story. And I said, if you walked in today with that fucking issue, Walt wouldn't even take it for free, I bet.
The death of? Yes, it's the return of Superman.
The white bag.
The
white bag one. Yeah, okay, that's the one?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. She didn't know what the fuck I was talking about anyway.
Maybe the analogy ruined.
Right here in front of everyone, yes. For her, she thinks I'm fucking. She's like, he's on TV about comics. He must know.
So you helped her out.
Whatever.
Your little Superman story made her realize that
No, I don't think so. Not at all. I guarantee. Like the next thing, she got mad about like this fucking exercise ball that her dog attacked. Like those balls where you do crunches on them and shit. It looks like a big yeah. They have them in ball. Yeah, they have them in gyms. They look like big beach balls. Now, when I tell you that this thing, if the dog hadn't fucking played with it, it was about to turn into dust anyway from lack of use. It's like half deflated. It had like a giant stuffed Mickey Mouse sitting on it, and the dog, like I guess the Mickey Mouse fell off or whatever. But she has to like get to the bottom of everything. Like I told her one time, we were at the mall, and she's like, I wonder what this guy's doing. Like she's always like wondering what somebody's doing or why something was done or like who can I blame for this kind of thing. And I was like, and it was in that moment I was like, I'm going to write a movie about her called Insecurity Guard, and it was going to be like her in a mall. I think I must have told you about this. And then somebody told me like, that movie would never sell. And then fucking Paul Blart came out. Yeah, I missed my window. But she's big into that. It always like, no, who did this? Like something always. I want to go back to the moment where like somebody blamed her for something and it like stuck in her and became part of like her fucking DNA. That she, later on in life she has to be like, I need to affix blame, and only then will there be some sort of satisfaction. Who did this? Why would somebody do this? Now, who put this here? Well, a lot of times it's like, it's your fucking 11-year-old special needs granddaughter. Is that cool by
you? And what's Edgar's reaction when she's having a meltdown about the crayons?
Like, I mean, he can't hear hardly.
He's checked out.
So,
right?
He's not listening to
that. Oh, yeah, he's totally like, it's like.
There's no way he made 50 years without that superpower. Yeah. There's no way. He's got to have it. Just check out of reality.
But is that a superpower? Or is that
survival?
Yeah, it's more of like a survival instinct.
My dad did the same thing.
Yeah, just checked out.
Just the TV's on as loud as it can go.
I don't. It's like you're telling me
that's not a hearing thing. Then it's just like I can just drown out
out my life.
So are you saying that at a certain point though, like I should be looking into the ability to check out? I don't know if I could just be like just check out.
I think you got to walk your own path, buddy.
Because it's quite possible you could hit 50 years. I mean, what are you at, 93 now?
94. What is it now? So 2004 was...
so this will be 23 years.
Yeah, so I could double
You're
that.
halfway home.
I'm halfway there.
Go down to Cape May.
Sure, you can make it. Absolutely.
Without checking out?
Only you can answer that question.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: like once the girls are out of the house, then you're trapped.
No,
and she's
I
trapped.
can't check out though, man. Like I would feel like that would be a weakness. I would consider that being a weak-minded. Like I couldn't deal with it. I'd be like fucking Hernandez, fucking in jail. That's to me
With a prison boyfriend,
right? I would
drawing and
Radiohead playing in the background.
Checking out to me is the equivalent of hanging yourself in a prison cell.
Okay.
I don't disagree.
You can tell your dad that. I don't want to anger him.
Yeah, hey, Edgar, guess what Walt said? You might as well have had a gay lover in prison and hanged yourself. He's like, in regard to what? I'm like, no context for you, buddy. That's what he said. Have fun listening to your dick
He
sucking
would just
music.
shrug. He would just shrug and go back to the television.
Yeah.
That's what
Turn it up
checking
a
out.
couple
Well, wait a minute now. Well,
I don't want to deal with this either.
How long you been with Suzanne, though?
13 years.
Checked out yet?
Come on.
I don't believe it. Checking out for you is not like.
It's very hard. Wait, so you can't include rageful moments?
Yeah, checking out is being basically a turnip wearing trousers.
Okay.
That's what checking out. That's what I equate checking out to be. Like basically, they put produce in your clothes.
I just imagine Edgar as a turnip with his trousers on. Dad?
I love that turnip. Turnip's my dad.
Turnip's my dad.
Well, if that's
Oh my
the
God,
definition,
he's
I don't
gone
know.
full checkout. Look at him.
Dad's
He's
checked out to
turnip
that
and trousers.
level.
Has your dad checked out to that level?
I mean, now you're talking about like he's fucking catatonic. Like,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
yeah, he's not that. He definitely still gets pissed once in a while.
it's my dad we're talking
Yeah,
about.
come on. He's got Johnson blood coursing through those veins. Yeah, no. I guess I'm not checked out then.
You are
'Cause
not
I'm
checked
too
out.
angry all the time.
Checked out, yeah. I guess we all have our.
Checked out is defeat, right? Checked out is like I give up.
It's like you don't react. Like I said, you're just wearing some clothes,
Right. Yeah, I can't not react to some shit.
so it's healthy then.
Yeah,
It's still vibrant.
That's the word I
It's
use.
still,
like the first time.
it's still, it's still the spark's still there.
Yeah, they're flying all over. It looks like one of those like metal shops where like people are grinding steel and sparks are flying everywhere.
You're pouring gasoline on the walls.
Yeah, and myself. Oh boy.
The walls are melting. The neighbors.
Like, is that house on fire? They got a little girl. If you're into collecting stuff like Pam is, oh boy, do I got something for you. It's Loot Crate Walt. Did you ever hear of this?
I have heard of this.
I'm holding my Loot Crate shit right now.
You got some Loot Crate stuff,
I
Q?
got some pencils.
No, that's pretty sweet.
I like Loot Crate, man.
Are you the envy of your friends?
Yeah. But
Are people like, where'd you get those pencils, man?
yeah. They're like, dude, what's up with those pencils? Mm-hmm. Fuck's that black box that shows up on your doorstep once a month? We're curious about that.
Right. Tell
Where
us
do you get
about
these
it.
Sweet fucking figures. I got a Loot Crate right here. Look at this. I got a T-shirt. I don't know what that is, but it's a T-shirt. It's a Loot Crate
It's a
exclusive.
T-shirt of Primal Rage.
Yeah,
What's
I think
that?
It's a video game, but they had a great Stranger Things.
Pretty good
t-shirt
looking
last
gorilla.
month. Look at this shit. They got a Jessica Jones, as seen on Netflix. Was that a Q-Fig?
Q-Fig.
What's a Q-Fig? Is that like what are they, Pops? Like ripoff type thing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Right?
And here's a fucking metal one. That's Wolverine
Wolvie.
in metal.
Sweet. A Loot Crate exclusive, I
Can't
say.
get that anywhere.
Everything's a Loot Crate exclusive that's in the box.
Oh, they are?
Like this Lego Dimensions game. Here's an exclusive fucking cyborg figure. You know?
Sweet.
Yeah, this shit's good, man.
All
like
the kind of
Legos,
shit I'm just talking about you don't need.
You know, maybe.
I've never understood the Lego phenomenon.
But I get there's a Zen kind of fucking thing, and I don't partake in it myself. He's a Tetris magnet.
I mean, it's like play school fucking figures. Should not excite fucking grown men.
Here's the thing I'm told by people who do it. It's like
tell that to Muse. I never said like he had a full raging boner with 2 fucking bags full of fucking Lego shit.
It's like a meditation thing. I'm told. Like you just shut your mind off and
check out.
Check out.
I am a little worried about. I would be a little concerned if I had a neighbor who was into Legos, I'd be like, check the registry, the criminal registry,
really?
Make sure he's not one of those kinds of guys.
Check the eugenics registry.
I will say this. Normally I would agree with you, but my buddy Justin, right? Rick and Morty guy, Justin Roiman, he has a garage that he converted into his office, and when you go into that office, it's a narrow path through
Lego things he's built.
It's like the warehouse at the end of Raiders.
And he's a genius.
And he's a fucking
So if it's good enough
genius.
for him.
Oh, my God.
Like, not get him Steve Dave genius.
No.
Real
He's
genius.
a legit creative genius.
Creative genius.
Right.
There's different types.
He's not curing cancer.
Different types.
Neither is get him.
Yeah.
Get him as a genius in his own way, though.
He is.
No, I mean, not in a way that contributes to society, but...
Yet.
Yeah.
He's still, he's still young. He can invent shit.
Rick and Morty's next level, so...
It really is fucking like next level. Like the pilot, I was like, what the fuck,
It's
man?
the only thing on its level. There's not a TV show, I'm not even sure there ever will be a TV show as fucking good as that show.
It's really astounding
how
fucking good it is. I'll bet you Justin gets fucking Loot Crate. He must, right?
They should send him some if he doesn't.
Yeah, Loot Crate, what the hell? Guy's a genius. In May's Loot Crate, you'll find items from Guardian of the Galaxy 2.
You excited about that, Q?
I can't wait.
Really?
Going Thursday night.
Oh, yeah, midnight?
There's like a 7 o'clock show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't go midnight.
How come?
I just want to be in bed.
What's your normal bedtime usually? What time before you
my normal bedtime these days is around 1. Around 1.
About 1 o'clock?
You didn't in the... You're not a little bit concerned about the trailers for it?
Trailers look like the first movie all over again.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like nothing different. Didn't look like.
But I like the first movie.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. But I'm hoping there's a little bit something else to see there.
There's more Rooker in this one.
There's more Rooker. I heard, and I heard that the bad the girl, the bald one,
Gamora? Oh,
her
Nebulous.
sister. I heard that she's almost one of the team in this, and I love that sort of switching.
Oh yeah.
I always like that when they do that with bad guys, where they kind of become like part
Terminator
of the team.
2.
Terminator 2. The more comic books, but Doctor Doom is Iron Man right now. I'm fucking digging.
Yeah, you like that?
I do. I like it a lot. I do.
All right, so you're going to get that, Q.
What?
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, it's coming to my house
Crate.
anyway.
Star Wars, Destiny, Goonies. You must like Goonies.
I like the Goonies.
One lucky subscriber. I wonder how many subscribers there are. One's not very good chances, right? Will also win a mega crate, including a premium format Groot figure from Sideshow Collectibles that is over 22.5 inches tall.
We have them at the store.
You sell them here?
We got the big 22-inch Groot figure.
How much does it go for?
60.
All right, that's a pretty sweet fucking
It was a
win.
Target exclusive, I thought. I guess
Target?
it must be a Loot Crate exclusive now too.
I guess. You know who's started doing work
How many
with
places
Sideshow?
can have it before it's like, we got to stop calling it exclusive?
The Kacharik brothers have started working with Sideshow. That's going to be fucking amazing because those guys, they do the best sculpts in the business. And now what the attention to detail that Sideshow does.
Are those Hot Toys? Or is that a different company?
Yeah, they're linked with them. But
Yeah.
You have until the 19th of May at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate. When the cutoff happens, it is over. So go to lootcrate.com/TESD and enter the code TESD to save 10% off any new subscription. I know what I wanted to ask you guys. Walt, you're very accommodating to young Alicia when it comes to concerts and such. Mm-hmm. You've gotten car services.
Tried.
You've gone to shows that got canceled.
Yes. Well, I didn't go. They got canceled.
Got canceled.
But I got the tickets
in advance. You got the tickets. You get your money back.
I think that I possibly, but it was like they were like $5 tickets, so it was just me and her. It was like $10. How hard was I going to battle for that $10 back?
Let's say you spent anywhere from $4,000 to $100,000 a person. Have you heard of this? The Fyre Festival?
No.
You didn't hear about this? Did you hear about this, Q?
Is this like it got all fucked up?
This is the Ja Rule.
I heard somebody
else
talking about it. I don't read the news anymore, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, this caught my eye because I can't tell if I think it's funny or it's horrible that this happened, because it's a bunch of like young like hipster types who are into these bands that I've never heard of.
Like what? Well, give me some names. Give me some band names.
Let's see. Well, I know you're going to know the one band that canceled right before the festival, and that's Blink-182.
Oh, shit.
I didn't think anybody cared about Blink-182 anymore, but they do, evidently. So they have this festival. They set it up. I saw the commercial for it, like on YouTube. It's basically like super hot girls on jet skis riding around, and it's like the ultimate in entertainment, the ultimate in luxury. And it's supposed to, like, you're going down to this, what they said was Pablo Escobar's private like island, and there are going to be all these huts and shit set up. So like not huts, but you know, like I don't know, like they built like these little houses and shit, right? And gourmet food with all kinds of stuff. And what happened
This is what I heard about the food, is what I heard about.
Yeah, like they got cheese sandwiches
sandwich
in like these styrofoam boxes. There wasn't enough water. I guess most of the bands that were supposed to be there weren't there. I'm looking. It's saying it was. It's $100 million suit against the guys who set it up because Ja Rule and tech entrepreneur Billy McFarland.
Who's Ja Rule?
He's a rapper. What's his famous song? Do you know, Q?
Does he have a father that's famous too?
Dad Rule?
Ja Rule?
Isn't that not like Fresh Prince's son?
No.
Oh no, no.
That's Jaden Smith.
Different kid, yeah, different guy. He's saying it wasn't a scam, but evidently when they got there, it was not at all like they said it was going to be, Walt. They had tents set up that were left over from, like, you know, when they set up refugee camps and shit. Cool. That's what they had. There wasn't enough water. There wasn't enough food. None of the bands were there. What's that?
How much did people pay?
Anywhere from $400,000 to $100,000 a person.
$100,000 a person.
I guess for that you're like partying with Ja Rule on his fucking his yacht.
Ja Rule has a yacht?
I guess so. I mean, this is the way it looks. That crumbles in the Bahamas. Okay, so it descended into chaos. I guess he was going to be one of the guys that was singing. Performances by GOOD with periods after. Oh, Good Music, Major Lazer, Migos, and more. Promoted by Instagram influencers such as Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, and Emily Ratajkowski.
Oh, she's good looking.
That's the one who is dancing around with
in charge of a festival.
Dancing around with her tits out in that Robin Thicke video. That's her.
Very good looking lady.
But like one of those people where it's like, I'm sorry, why is she famous again?
Because she had her tits out in the fucking video.
I guess so.
What are you talking about?
Weekend ticket packages starting around $1,200 and topping six figures with extras. It was supposed to compete in an increasingly elaborate landscape of boutique music festivals. I guess they're trying to be like Coachella or something. And they said the promised amenities were instead dirt fields, soggy tents, and folding chairs. None of the A-listers showed up, and it was to talk conspiracy, Walt. You can check in with your Freemasons about this, that the A-listers, such as that Jenner girl and the other ones, were told ahead of time, don't come because it's totally fucked. They got said sandwiches.
I don't think I would need the help of the Freemasons to... I wouldn't even constitute that as a conspiracy.
No?
No.
That's just a heads up?
It's assholes that don't have their act together.
That's probably exactly what happened. Where's the conspiracy in that?
that they let the people keep coming to the festival knowing it was going to happen, instead of just issuing a statement being like, look, we're fucking definitely not ready for this shit. So we're going to postpone it for 6 months or whatever.
Yeah, but there's no conspiracy. They fucked up.
But by telling the A-listers not to come.
That's probably, it's probably by people inside the organization. A few of them probably tell the A-listers.
Or the managers or some shit were like, you can't go to this.
Nothing that was promised was delivered. The deluxe lodge package, for which they had paid $3,500, 4 king-size beds and a chic living room lounge. They had a tent. Some tents had beds, but some were unfurnished. Festival employees were telling people to grab a tent. Attendees started running. People were stealing beds out of tents. It was just chaos. The tents didn't have any locks. The beds were damp. The blankets were soaked from a storm the night before.
This sort of shit does not happen on the Impractical Jokers cruise.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Nothing but professionalism on the Impractical Jokers cruise.
Sir.
No cheese sandwiches.
No cheese sandwich. Full 24-hour buffet on that Impractical Jokers cruise. Hey, we're 92% sold out, so if you want to come, you got to get those tickets quick. That's what I'm saying.
This isn't going to be like the Fyre Festival.
This is not. This is going to be fucking. There's surprises in store with food, beds, linen.
You're not going to have to steal beds from other rooms.
No.
And the big acts are sure to be there, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
But they've already locked down a major talent, from what I understand.
That's right. Brian Johnson will be there. There's only...
I was waiting at the port, and they were like, look, it's not for another couple months. You got to go home.
Yeah. So far, I think the only acts we've locked in are you and Sean Clush, the Elvis tribute artist.
and you guys.
And David Zucker and us, yeah. But we know who's coming. It's going to be great.
Due to circumstances out of their control, the physical infrastructure was not in place on time. We were unable to fulfill on that vision safely and enjoyably for our guests.
But are they stuck on the island?
What the fuck? Yeah, they were stuck on the island.
They can't even get off.
It took a little while, but then they got to, I guess they started flying people out of there on planes and shit. We were working to place everyone on complimentary charters back to Miami today. Could you imagine the fucking insult to injury if they're like, by the way, you got to pay for the charter? They're asking for everyone's patience. I mean, can you imagine?
Wait, it's still going on? They're still stuck on this island?
No, I think everybody's off right now. In an interview, Mr. McFarlane, that's Ja Rule's partner, the hardest day of my life.
Oh, poor baby.
He and Ja Rule were forced to make an emergency landing in the Bahamas during a flying lesson in a small old plane. I mean, can you imagine at all he would have any complaint as opposed to just laying low and shutting the fuck up?
That was like, remember when that oil thing blew up, the oil rig and the fucking
Valdez?
No, the last one that just happened,
the British
Deepwater
Petroleum
Horizon, and the guy was like, the president of British BP was like, you think I don't want to get back to my life?
Yeah, and they were like, that was not the thing to say, dude. Don't say that. Ja Rule, I guess he's getting sued. Jaden Smith is getting sued. Everybody's getting sued.
Jaden Smith?
No, I'm just kidding. There was something. Ja Rule had a great quote, though. He was like,
what the fuck is Ja Rule? I didn't realize Ja Rule was...
I thought, wasn't he like an actor for a while?
Let me look him up.
Whoa.
What?
Hold on a second. Ja Rule responds to gay rumors. Did he leave his wife for a prison cellmate? I can't believe this. This is from when? Oh, this is from 2013.
Is that just on your filter on your for any gay sex rumors?
Yeah, that's the app I have, prisonboyfriend.com.
It just seems like that just...
No, that was just a link here.
It just seems that's the only sandwich. News that your tablet will show you.
Yeah. There's the cheese sandwich that you would have to eat.
Oh, my God. That is disgusting.
It's all melty with shitty fucking lettuce all over.
And Ja Rule was not involved in any of this shit, and he's like, what the fuck?
I want to look up Ja Rule quote because it was pretty... I don't want to get it wrong. It was, let's see.
That's right. He does these Christian movies. That's right.
Does he?
Yeah, he's a born-again type thing. That's right. Now that's...
A rapper?
That's what I remember. He started doing Christian movies.
Was he one of those rappers that was very unchristian before that?
I believe so.
A 2 Live Crew?
Yeah, he's a criminal. He's punching people. He's shooting people.
He's got prison boyfriends, allegedly.
Yeah. he got...
And now he's doing Christian movies?
He was driving with suspended license, possessing marijuana.
Well,
He's arrested for gun possession. Look, the God, forgives, bro. That's the whole point of that.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying,
See, here's what it was supposed to be. A bunch of skinny white girls in bikinis running around.
All right, that's
not
good.
cheese sandwiches and bed stealing. I'll bet you those are Casper mattresses they were trying to steal.
Fuck yeah. In July 2011, Ja Rule received an additional 28-month prison sentence for tax evasion for failing to pay taxes on more than $3 million. And the government wanted their 1.5, Walt. And they deserve it. They deserve it.
They do. They worked hard for it.
Sure. They fucking deserve that
Ja
shit.
Rule is heartbroken. Wow, Ja Rule looks kind of old.
He's 41.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this must be taken post-Fry. He looks older than 41. I wish I could find his quote. He was like, we're going to... Oh, what the fuck did he say? It was like, we're going to party like... We're going to live like rock stars, party like... movie stars and fuck like porn stars or something like that.
That is not very Christian, though.
Yeah, that's not at all.
Yeah,
Are you sure that was his quote?
100%. I'm sure that was him.
Then he must not be doing the
Well, he's trying to sell. He's trying to sell. You think Ja Rule's going to be out there partying with those people?
Yeah, but you can't sell.
Sure,
if
you
you're
got to
a
make
Christian-
money.
If you're a Christian, you can't sell.
Sure
You can't
you can.
sell out like that. Just
Sure you can.
no way. And not
Of course you can.
not have any credibility in the when you go back
In the
to
Christian
your,
world?
in your Christian movies.
Well, that's between him and God, Walt.
What Christian movies was he in?
I'm in love with a church girl.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah.
Church girl, huh?
I don't think it's like you think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He doesn't turn her?
No, I think she turns him. I think he's like a rapper or something.
Oh, he's like, yo, yo, yo. I
Yeah.
don't believe in God.
And she's like, but he'll touch your heart.
And he's like, all right.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Designer, Pusha T, Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty was there, for Christ's sakes.
Why don't they, they should have booked us to go.
Would you have, you probably would have gone, right?
Yeah.
If they'd been like, we want the Jokers there.
Well, it depends on the money, but yeah, I would have went.
Then what do you do once you're there?
Well,
Do you, like, if they're like, the night before,
I fucking party like a rock star. I fuck like a porn star. Mm-hmm. And what was the third thing?
live like a movie star?
Yeah,
No,
that's
live
it.
like a rock star. I don't know. Whatever
what I
it
do.
was.
That's what I do.
So if you found out, right,
Mm-hmm.
the Jokers get 48 hours notice, they're like, this fucking Fyre Festival is going to be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Don't come. Do you let other people know, or do you keep it close to the fucking
Well,
vest?
did they pay me in advance? And
No,
want
they
their
didn't
money
pay.
back?
They didn't pay anybody.
They haven't paid me?
Nope.
No, I gotta tell people.
You tweet it?
I gotta.
Oh, but Ja Rule's like, come on, man.
I don't think that Ja Rule has
you're
the
my boy.
relationship with his fans that we do over in Practical Jokers.
Right. Because if it ever came out, the Jokers knew.
I wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid one member of the Four Color Demons went to that fucking island to see the Impractical Jokers play and they got fucked. I couldn't live with myself.
Right. They're like, I'm turning in my number and patch.
Yeah, speaking of numbers and patches, man, we should pimp the website
Oh, okay.
more. than
Or
we
at
do.
all.
Let them know that they can pick up TSD out of context.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, supposedly people were clamoring for that.
And now they're not clamoring.
There's
I
no
don't see much clamoring. I don't see much. I look at the downloads. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Really?
Are you kidding me? All I heard was like, when are you going to release that?
Clamor more, people.
Making clay. It was just like, when are you going to open that up to people who weren't able to back it? Well, it has been opened up. It has been. It is available on tellhemstevedave.com.
Right.
Are you saying we're losing money on this website, Walt?
No, you can't. I don't think you can.
We got to shut it down.
Sure, you gotta pay. You gotta pay to fucking host it.
Isn't it like $8 a month?
Oh, yeah, I think we already paid for it already.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we're
it's all
already.
done.
Oh, man.
We're
Yeah,
not-
but you
we-
gotta
like, we don't
host.
have any outstanding debts hanging over
What
us.
happens when next year comes around?
Well, we'll talk about next year then. But yeah, you're right though. But we could you don't have to buy our digital files on Bandcamp no more. You can buy them straight through the website.
Bandcamp's going to be upset. Once a year, Bandcamp took notice.
Yeah, of that fucking Christmas.
That was a nice tradition.
That's
I used
all.
to
You
like
know what?
seeing
And
that.
all I ever heard from Bandcamp was around then. And where were they in the middle of summer when they never reached out?
They didn't just reach out and be like, hey, how you doing? Send you a 4th of July card. Q, you're a fantasy sports fan. Did you hear the news?
Yeah, what's the news? Is this about FanDuel?
FanDuel just launched fantasy golf. If you love golf
I love fantasies.
and love winning cash prizes,
Yes.
playing on FanDuel, then you've got to try fantasy golf because it's easy. Pick 8 golfers for your team, stay under the salary cap, and
You ever
score
golf,
points.
Q?
Yes.
Any holes in one?
I golf a couple times a year.
Yeah.
I came so fucking... No, the answer is no. But I came so close to winning.
I already have one of the clips for this weekend. It's like, I came.
At the 2 years ago, the Derek Jeter charity, you could win a car if you got a hole-in-one. I came within 3 feet of it. Well, nobody could believe it because I promised the whole girl that if I won, she could have the car.
Really? Would you have?
I would have. I would have had to. I mean, Derek Jeter was standing right there watching me. I golfed so badly that I was like, I'm not even going to get over the fucking water trap. And it was like everybody started going berserk because it was a straight shot. It was a pure accident. I have no skills, but it was like it landed and we saw it bounce and go near the hole, and everybody was going fucking berserk. The guy who sits at the hole to monitor it got up and was like looking at it and stuff like that. And the girl was like, she thought she got a car, and then I didn't do it.
Well, you should have been cool if you were just like, you know what, I'm just going to pick it up for you anyway, honey.
Yeah,
What kind of car was it?
I don't remember. It was a couple of years ago.
It was a brand new car, though?
Brand new car. Yeah, it was like a truck. It was like
Oh, so it was something like
an Escalade or some shit
crazy.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Had spinners on it and shit.
Yeah.
You would have looked like the man if you didn't.
know.
Like, don't worry about it. I
Well,
know I suck at golf.
You may have not the thrill. Remember that in that moment where you thought you may have had hole in one, the feeling of the
When I
euphoria.
thought I was going to have to pay taxes on that car for this girl. Yeah, I remember that feeling because that's what went through my mind. I was like, oh, motherfucker, that's a $50,000 car. Yeah.
Well, all right. Well,
I was so happy when that didn't sink.
Someone not obsessed with taxes would have felt like the excitement and the rush when that ball was heading towards that hole.
Yeah.
You could feel that way if you go on FanDuel and compile a fantasy team of golfers.
Right.
That you could get that rush. That's
You know
only
the
way to
rush
get
of
it.
waiting fucking 5 minutes for somebody to put a putt into a fucking hole from like 3 feet away, and everyone's like, whoa, like when they fucking does it. You could experience that shit.
Yeah. And get paid.
Fucking awesome.
You can win.
And win, yeah.
That's the best part of it all.
Golf. You got to really love golf to watch that shit, right? It's so boring.
We used to put it on the firehouse
Yeah.
in like background. You know what I
Really?
mean? Mm-hmm. Because you can't really focus. But
And they
Of
talk.
course you
all-
can't, because nothing's happening.
They talk all low and shit.
Yeah.
While the golfers are
talk
like
this.
It's like they're right in their ear. It's like, aren't they like pretty far away?
I don't know where they are, but they do talk like at a
Here we go.
He's got his 3-wood. He's got it out.
I wish Adam Sandler would make a sequel to Happy Gilmore.
Did you like it that much?
Yeah. Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison were like two like major films for me when I was a kid.
Oh, okay, that's your
No, I watched
that's
them.
your generation's
Oh,
Caddyshack.
yeah. Yes.
Poor bastards.
No, I love Caddyshack, but Happy Gilmore was like the fucking man. It was the best. It was the best.
Is that the one where it's like, have a nice glass of Shut the Hell Up? Stiller, but was Ben Stiller in that one?
Yeah, where he's talking to his grandmother.
That's the moment I remember
And he
that I
doesn't
did
beat
think it was funny.
The Price is Right guy.
Bob Barker, yeah.
Now the smile
I
across
love
your
it, man. That's so funny, that shit.
face, that
No taxes on
angers
that.
me.
What?
That angers me that you would think that's funny.
Why?
It
lowers your opinion of him?
It's so.
Why
it's
is
so
that
awful.
terrible?
It's not. I remember watching that and being like, "This is so stupid. This is so.
Why is
stupid.
that stupid? He's beating up an old man. That's hysterical. And then he turns around and beats him up.
I remember the scene.
Yeah, you don't like it. Price is wrong, bitch.
Yeah, that is just not my.
Get your dogs and cats neutered and spayed.
It's just not my cup of tea. I guess that level of humor doesn't do it for me. I expect more from.
Really?
Yeah, from like knowing. I
what year did it
would have
come
thought more of you than
Really?
that you wouldn't have.
Which means you now think less of him.
I don't give a shit. I love it. Abby Gilmore came out
Got to be 96. Oh,
96.
Yeah.
All right, so I was 19 years old, 19, 20 years old, but I still watch it and love it.
Yeah. I realize that there's a whole bunch of guys out there that love it like you.
Yeah.
Most of them have Prince before their name.
Oh man,
Prince Q.
you're telling me you didn't like Billy Madison?
I don't know if I saw it. What
That's where he goes back to school. He's got to go to school. All the grades in 2 weeks.
I don't know if I saw it. I got to say, like, I like Adam Sandler in dramatic shit.
Like Punch Drunk Love and stuff.
Yes, I loved him in Punch Drunk Love. I thought he was awesome in that. But, like, I saw on Netflix, Sandy Wexler.
You don't like Sandy Wexler?
I saw 10 seconds of the trailer, and he's doing that baby voice. I'm like, I'm out.
Oh, it made me laugh. I watched it. It made me laugh.
Yeah, but you're watching all kinds of weird shit on Netflix. He's
here we go.
This guy. Well, let me finish up this FanDuel show first.
What's been watching on Netflix?
We'll get into it. I forgot about this. I forgot this was the topic.
If you're excited
TV
about
viewing
baseball,
to fucking suck a dick to?
Oh, you better believe it. Yeah.
No, that's not.
I'm using the phrase that you came in and based on my choice of music.
Sorry, levying accusations. If you're excited about baseball, Q, I know you are. The season just started, which means daily fantasy baseball is back on FanDuel. Over 1.5 million players have won a cash prize playing fantasy sports on FanDuel. To get you started, new users will get FanDuel's Combo 5-Pack valued at up to $50. 5 free entries to a combination of 50-50 beginner contests. They never fucking correct the spelling on this goddamn copy. To get your 5 free entries, go to FanDuel.com, click the Join Now button, and enter the promo code TESD. That's FanDuel.com. Promo code TESD. Do you think they'll ever extend it into fantasy Fitbit walkers? Because I'm now starting tomorrow. I'm at war with one Debbie Flanagan in terms of steps. Who can get the most
really?
Steps? Yeah.
You guys hooked up on the app?
Today it was, she accepted my friend request.
Oh, shit.
Today it was my 1,400 to her 19,000. Tomorrow, literally, I'm not even kidding around. I'm not exaggerating. So, but tomorrow, it's a whole new game.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you want to bet, ask FanDuel if you can bet on Fitbit walkers. But yeah, this guy he's trying to go for the most woke ever.
I'm not trying. By
not only watching a show.
He's hoping that somebody will hack into his Netflix account and see the library of shows he's watching and maybe post it on the internet for all the world to see how woke he is.
That I would be like, hey man, what could he do? But no, he has to go and post it himself on Twitter. And at the show, he's like, "Hey, everybody! If you want to be woke, watch."
I didn't say you want to be woke.
Dear white people, and they're like, "Oh, Q, you're so woke."
I didn't say if you want to be woke. Here's the thing: it's a fucking great show. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. No, not yet.
It's so good. It's so well done, and like so many people are like, "It's racist to white people. I'm not going to watch it because it's racist." And it's like it is not that, and it's getting buried under that. And I'm like, I don't want that.
Is that what people are saying?
That's what people are saying. Yeah. It's just basically. It's not this exactly, but it's basically a black campus house and their experiences in this overwhelmingly white rich college.
It's a comedy?
It is. It's very funny. Yeah. It's but it's based around the fact that there was this blackface party, and the whole 10 episodes deals with the effects of that on the campus and stuff. But it's not that. It's like almost like a regular sitcom in a lot of ways, where it follows the characters, and each episode follows a different character, and it's kind of written real cleverly because something you see in the first episode didn't happen until chronologically the end. So it's got that kind of like thing going on, and the characters are so fucking good, and the acting is so good that it's just like it's a shame that people are just fucking blowing up on it for no reason.
Is it? Are people shitting on it because of that? Like a lot of people?
According to my Twitter, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
People are like, I'm not watching it because it's racist?
People are like, yeah, you're my least favorite Joker now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Race traitor.
I'm telling you, I'm catching
Who
shit.
says that?
I heard it more than once,
Who the
man.
fuck says that?
People are like, this is racist shit. This is, but it's such a small part of the series and how good it is.
Oh, wait a second. Katie Hopkins accused of racism.
Uh-oh.
After who is this person? She's a broadcaster in the UK. She said, what did she say? Dear black people, if your lives matter, why do you stab and shoot each other so much? Legit question from, what was her name? Katie Hopkins.
Is that somebody on the show? Is this part of the
No, I don't know where this is going.
This is a, I guess she's, she's a former Celebrity Big Brother contestant.
I mean, the UK.
Because of course you're going to listen to somebody like that.
Yeah. I think you would like it.
Yeah.
Anybody would like it. It's a good show, man. It's very, because somebody was just like, it looks like Whitey Bad, like it's all like about how white people are bad and shit like that, and it's not.
It's not that.
It's not that. It's the characters that are followed are way more flawed than like fucking anybody else, and like that's what I don't know. It's not. I put it on being like, all right, let me check it out, and I ended up watching the entire series in a day and a half. It was good.
Really? You liked it that much?
It was fucking... You had to keep watching. It was good.
All right.
So why am I wrong for seeing something that's good, that's getting shit for just existing, and for being like, nah, man, this is good, and you should watch this?
Why are you getting shit?
Yeah.
I don't
From
know.
you.
From me?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did I give you shit?
Yeah.
Because you're bragging about being woke. I have certain... maybe some fucking text will get leaked. Boasting about how woke he is.
I wasn't boasting about it. The show called me woke, and I screen capped that tweet, and I said that to Brian. That's not bragging. That's presenting facts.
Oh, speaking of facts,
Yeah.
just real quick, I found out a fact that I may. This is, we may have to cut this if it goes, if it doesn't sound good though. Shockingly, I found out something that may be the reason why the Middle East is so fucked up.
Sunbaked?
Is this from the Masons already?
This is
already?
from Gidim told me this. And
I think I know.
is it about Cooper?
No, it's about Q. Because I was watching Impractical Jokers, and he was in the middle of a task, of a challenge, and he turned, and there was a lady, like a Muslim lady, and you wouldn't fuck with her. Why was that?
Well, what did they tell me to
I was
do?
dialoguing with official Tell him Steve Dave Muslim Wabzi, and we both demand an
What
answer.
did they tell me to do?
I forget what you're supposed to say something.
It's probably about her being a woman than her about being...
I think
Muslim.
so. Let me see.
So I don't want to disrespect no women.
You lost because you wouldn't joke around flirtatiously with a Muslim woman wearing a scarf, and you triggered him with your Islamophobia.
Well, what
Me
did
too.
she look like?
Me too. She looked like a Muslim lady with a
Pretty Muslim lady or fucking...
I mean, they're all pretty under Olive's eyes. I mean, what the fuck, woke man?
Well, I could tell you, just see her eyes. I thought
She wasn't in a burqa. She had like that scarf on.
But Gidim was talking about. Remember last week we were talking about how I was going to make that Instagram with Cooper.
Oh,
And
blow
he was
up!
going to be, and he was going to be like a terrorist killer. Mm-hmm. And Gidim finally saw a picture of my dog, and he made the joke. He was like, he goes, your dog could never take down a terrorist or something. He's way too cute. And I said, well, maybe I said to him, well, maybe he would take down a terrorist in another way. I said, what if we airdropped French bulldogs? Instead of dropping bombs on the Middle East, I said, why can't we drop French bulldogs in? Because I promised you, I said, if one of these terrorists all of a sudden had a dog in his lap, like a French bulldog, I defy that person to want to kill anybody.
So clearly you haven't seen the footage of ISIS training by fucking, like, they're hanging up live dogs and they're, like, stabbing them and shit with like, swords and stuff. Good for you. Because it is fucking horrific.
Well, then get him informed me because I said
French bulldog or not?
I said there's
Smaller target.
There's some pictures of French bulldogs that are so fucking cute. I said, now isn't that also why they give dogs to prisoners in jail? To rehabilitate them, to connect with their human
Is that it?
emotions and to find compassionate feelings and everything. And I said we should be doing that, dropping dogs, especially cute dogs, into these hot zones.
Yeah, they're going to fucking eat them.
This is your best idea since midgets for child molesters.
Well, but I didn't realize, though, that Muslims can't be friends with dogs.
They can't?
Why not?
Like, they can't consider a dog like man's best friend.
I mean, I have Muslim friends that have dogs that kind
Gidim
of love
told
them.
me that they can only
Are
treat...
you sure you can't even say the word Muslim? You're like Maslow. He's falling asleep over here.
But he
I
said,
thought you were woke, son.
He
It's been a
said
long
to
day.
me-
No,
he
not
said-
physically.
He sent me screen caps of like things he found online where it says like they can only use dogs. They can only use dogs to to guard sheep and to and to use them in
to attack Christians.
Like they can't be in the house.
Can't be in the house?
Like dogs can't even be in the house. It's unclean. They consider the hair unclean and everything.
And why do you even want to save this region, Walt?
Well, that's when I got very upset when he showed me all this stuff because I'm like, well, but then I thought to myself, well, maybe that's why we could trace back, like, why there's maybe a disconnect, maybe in terms of, like, feeling the right compassion and emotions and everything.
Like Muslims don't like dogs, and not like Christians like Michael Vick do.
Well, I don't think that Michael Vick was like a big proponent of Christianity, though.
No. Can you be a good Muslim and still have a dog? Let's see.
Why don't you just talk to your guy Wobsy?
I'll have to. Yeah, let me ask Wobsy.
This is what Get Him writes. You need to grow tomatoes to justify keeping dogs, he says.
Is that like two separate texts mixed together? Or just like,
he goes...
you say Muslims have to grow tomatoes if they want to have a dog?
He goes, angels... dog hair is impure. They are not allowed to have dogs in their homes. Yeah, he said that it's... here's what I wrote. I said, the Frenchies are so adorable. Maybe America should invest in airdropping Frenchies into the Middle East in these hot zones. Who could still be a terrorist if you owned a Frenchie? I say it's impossible. I don't think it's possible to have hate in your heart.
They kill gay people. They kill people because they're gay. And you think a fucking French bulldog's going to be like, well, fuck the Quran, I guess. I mean, he's so cute. Like how the Catholics were like, all right, let's fucking lighten up on birth control a little bit.
So drop some Radiohead out there. They'll all start sucking each other's dicks.
I was going to say, tell him Steve Dave that, but I mean, I'm serious though. Like, I don't know if that's true.
What's the thing that I'm getting from this is you have some weird conversations with Get Him. What time was this?
It was late.
Yeah. He hadn't fucking fallen to the gallon of natty ice yet.
He said, he goes, apparently, I go, and I say, don't they use dogs in jails to help prisoners find compassion?
He's texting Get Him this.
And he goes, and he just won't answer that. He goes, apparently they are not allowed to have dogs in their homes. Dog hair is considered impure. Angels will not enter a home with a dog in it. Muslim angels. And I'm like, what? Is this true?
It's a great name for a band.
And I go, Aaron, Muslims don't keep dogs as pets? And he writes, and he sends me all these screen caps. I could show you like all this stuff. And according to it is not. You just need a dog for hunting, guarding livestock, or guarding crops. So, like, they don't connect on a level that, like, we connect with dogs.
I think that's a generalization. There's got to be some that are just like, I love this fucking dog.
Not like it's so cute you just can't stop hugging it.
Right.
I don't think that happens.
What about cats? Same thing?
I didn't even look into cats. I mean, I know you have a special affinity to cats, but
yeah, they're cute.
I don't, not like a French bulldog though, not cute. Or like, I think you could.
Well, I don't know if I agree with you.
I don't. I could show
you. You got a kitten?
A kitten, yeah, a kitten, but they grow up.
Yeah, but if you've been with that kitten since they were always a kitten in your eyes.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
But I mean, I was stunned, and I'm probably Get Him's probably wrong, but he did show me some screen caps though that like so that could. Do you not think that could be a possibility? Like centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries.
Oh, I think it's definitely an indication of a fucking bigger oppressive issue. Like they don't want them to have any fucking fun. Some of these sects where they're like, no, you can't even have a dog.
Like you can't even love a dog like that. I don't know. And maybe they've never seen French bulldogs back then because they were in. I guess they obviously from the name they were in France and not in.
Well, there's a lot of Muslims in France though.
Yeah, so, now
right.
I don't think
they're not taking to their French bulldog ways. They're like, no, still no. Yeah, I don't know. I think that there's a big difference between someone who's like up on a drug charge getting to take care of a dog,
No, I
and
don't
somebody
think-
who's like, I will blow myself up in a crowded market.
These are violent criminals that they will use dogs as a rehabilitation tool in jails, and it's shown to work. I know now why they can't do it, but initially I really thought it was a good idea. I was just like,
Hot off the wire from Wobbsy, he doesn't have a dog. And there's Bubbles that will say the rest. I think, though, in prison, it's kind of like, oh, my God, something.
to love.
But when you're out there, you're like, when you're talking Muslim, you're talking extremist. You're not talking Muslim. So when you're an extremist.
I said the hot zones.
Right. So when you're an extremist, you're like, I love the idea that I'm going to go do this for Allah or whatever. So a French bulldog, they're like, fuck them. They see him parachuting from the sky. They don't give a shit. Yeah. General opinion is that dogs as pets are disliked but can be kept.
Disliked?
And then there's a long explanation that he sends on seekershub.org. What is the Islamic stance on having a dog? It's pretty long. It's permitted to have a sheepdog, a hunting dog, or similar.
But I don't think
guess if
there's
you're
the
guarding
connection,
tomatoes.
though, where like you're going to buy that dog a birthday cake, or you're going to.
Well,
buy
it ain't
clothes.
fucking first world fucking America. No, you're not getting fucking like loot crate pet bullshit in fucking wherever.
And
the
that's
fuck
why
Middle
I
East.
think that is one of the major reasons. I don't know for sure, but I think you could trace back, going way back when, that if they were allowed to love a dog the way we love a dog, there might not be this kind of like hatred. And
Yeah, because Christians never fucking did anything fucked up to people.
stop. You want to compare fucking apples and oranges?
Is that apples and oranges?
Are we worried about Christians right now?
Yes.
In what way?
In the way that they fucking go after abortion clinics, they go after fucking women's rights. They Christians do a lot of fucked up shit still. It's not, they don't go and do it so publicly a lot of times, but the Christian
pretty
right,
public now.
the Christian right is sort of against a lot of things.
So so what nations are we trying to keep out? What Christian nations are we trying to keep out of America?
Well, none, because America is a predominantly Christian country. Look, I don't like any religions. I think I wish a dog could solve all the world's problems. That would be cool, especially French bulldogs. But then now you gotta have puppy mills going 24/7, right? Because that's a lot of people to supply with dogs.
Yeah. And not all of them are going to take care of those dogs. Some are just going to cook them and eat them.
I think that's awful. I don't think that's, to me, maybe the worst thing that was said about this. Like I don't think they'd eat them.
In China, they have fucking festivals with
Oh,
cooked
you
dogs.
can't even read about it.
Yeah,
It's so vile.
but they're known for eating dogs.
Yeah, but
It's a Muslim.
But if you're in the
countries,
middle of
is
the
that,
desert and you're in your town's fucking rubble and you got nothing to eat and here comes a fucking
you don't think there's any animals rolling around that like they'll just eat any animal that fucking walks by?
I mean, fucking a delicious plump Frenchie walks by. And
He
you haven't
fucking
eaten
literally
in 2
lands in
days.
your arms in a parachute. You're like, holy shit!
I mean,
Like I just ate a rock.
are you kidding me? You actually think that like
I think anybody who is starving and didn't have access to food or water.
I'm talking
would
about Al
eat anything.
Qaeda. Talking about Al Qaeda.
But how are you going to... So instead of dropping the mother of all bombs, you fucking send a
talking-
fucking French bulldog bomb in there?
It's not a bomb. It's like you just send a couple in and just.
But how bad would you feel if they started using these dogs for target practice?
Yeah.
I just don't
or
think it would
catapulting them.
I just don't
But
think it would
he
happen.
said it happened.
Those were probably, like they said, they're hunting dogs that were probably too old to do it. They probably were like but I don't think they ate them. Even I think that's.
People eat dogs all the time.
You're saying that Q is insult. Fucking Dave from Monster Magnet said he had dog soup. If he's fucking
in
eating
certain
it,
regions where it is acceptable to eat
you're
dogs.
talking about hot zones. The hot zone,
I
you
don't-
think they're not above eating dogs. I'm telling you. They're not above fucking killing anybody in sight, including. That's the thing. Everybody in America is so fucking worried about, like, oh my God, don't let Muslims in the country. They're going to fucking blow us up. If you look at Muslim on Muslim fucking violence in these Middle Eastern countries, it is fucking staggering how fucked up it is. Muslims should be like moderate to like non-moderate. Muslims should be way more scared of extremists than anybody in fucking America. Like daily motherfuckers are getting blown up. or shot or whatever.
But like, is it common practice in the Middle East for them to dine on dogs? I say that I've never heard that.
I don't know.
I didn't say it was, but
like we're not like I'm talking about these camps. I don't think that they're like living like eating rocks though. You send it into these camps where you got your 19-year-olds, your 20-year-olds, these guys who are like super pliable. Their brains are like they're like clay, and they're being molded by these older guys who have all this hatred in their heart.
Sure.
Send it in maybe also with a video because they love the video. They love the internet.
Yeah, then they're going to fucking send a video of them beheading a fucking French bulldog.
On the video,
they're doing it to a journalist.
On the video, it's just people connecting with dogs and loving.
Oh,
dogs.
so you're like, here's how to fucking take care of your new French bulldog.
Yeah, something like not take care of it, but here's how. I mean, if I'm telling you, if you can turn hardened criminals in prison, you can turn them with the use of a dog. Why is it so crazy to think you couldn't do it in all parts of the world?
Because I think when you're talking about extremists, they have a fucking philosophy of like, I am taking down the infidel, not I'm locked in a fucking box for the rest of my life. I have no chance of getting out. You're going to give me a fucking dog? Cool. Like, it's something. It's not somebody, but it's something.
They are basically in a box, or they're about to be put in a pine box if they're going to continue on with their ways, though.
But they don't give a fuck because they think they're getting rewarded once they get to heaven. Or whatever, do they call it heaven? Muslim heaven?
No clue.
I guess. Like, that's the thing. They think they're getting a reward. Look, I like Q, I fear for the fucking French bulldog who's like, so wait a second.
Yeah, that's my concern.
I'm being parachuted into where? Hot zone, you say?
I would be. I think, okay. We do. If we get proof that they murdered all the dogs, we
all of them. One Frenchie is
thousands.
All right, we show, and if they want to use it as propaganda,
yeah.
Anybody, even these extreme lefties, will be like, it's.
They have videos of them burning humans alive in cages,
right? And
that's not enough.
And it's not. Obviously, it's not. Right? The lefties still don't want to, and you don't want to take any action. But if you, even the lefties, see them burning French bulldogs.
The alt left.
If they see that, I think that they would definitely. I think even the most like hardened supporter and like defender of
human rights
would be like.
These guys got to
turn
go.
Turn it to glass.
They got to go.
Turn it to glass.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Rarely does this happen, but we have a PS to tell him, Steve Dave, today. And if you're going to follow an Instagram account,
look at some of the pictures on those. Those are just some of the things I'm talking about, though. I tell you, man, you get like on Guantanamo.
Didn't they shut that down?
Not yet.
Still
dude,
I'm
with you. I just don't think it'll work with like.
They're human beings when you get right down to it.
I don't know.
What, dogs or the extremists?
The extreme.
Nah.
I don't know. I wouldn't consider them human.
Yeah.
There is always hope. Where there's always.
I don't agree with that.
No. I mean,
they're fucking crazy. They fucking abuse. They stone women to death for getting raped. You think a French dog's gonna fucking
French bulldog with socks?
Dude, I'm with you. It's adorable. But
I say there's no way. There's no way. There's no way you put that in the region and like.
No, what they do is they take those socks off and stuff them down some woman's throat so she can't talk.
Oh, you guys!
These guys are fucked, man.
You guys are just as extreme, though.
They're not rational.
We're not the problem.
Yeah,
you're talking about them eating them and.
You don't care about the stoning?
They fucking regularly behead people on video.
Right. I'm not talking about those people who do that. Yeah, I'm talking about the young kids that are still. There's maybe
the ones who are being indoctrinated.
Yeah, maybe you get them now.
So they have to sneak these pets past their imam or whatever?
Or just send in or digital pictures or something. Just bombard the place. Just blanket it with pictures.
Like carpet bomb with SD cards. Pictures of French bulldogs.
Or just cute things, and just things that are adorable.
Just like funny
The
kitten
kittens.
videos and shit, like anything from YouTube.
I would have thought like you just fucking
Cats falling off of couches and shit.
a kitten fighting a moth.
Going nuts. Come on. How could you have room for hate in your heart when there's fucking kittens battling a moth?
Or you see like a deer
Yeah.
deer take on a little kitten and raise it because the kitten's mother's
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
You see that, man? I'm telling you, man, that's the stuff. Like, I think our government is not looking into
They're
the
missing the boat.
psychological
Right.
aspect of dealing with this problem. And I believe it's in animal videos.
I think they should drop some fucking Radiohead CDs and drop that poof bomb that they're always talking about. But anyway, we're talking about Instagram. You have an Instagram account, right, Q? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have one. Tell 'em Ants. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You should follow that. But even more important than that, you should follow the easiest fucking name in the world, Lee's Frenchie. Leeles. Frenchie, Frenchie. And this is Hero Dog Cooper, who once sniffed out his housemate in a what really was a bunker, much like Saddam Hussein's bunker. And here he is doing it again. He looks like he's about to take a shit on Saddam's head. And
Yeah, I felt that would be crossing the line.
Yeah.
if he actually
I
should.
didn't want to.
Get him made that?
No, my daughter made that.
Your daughter made that?
Yeah.
Is she happy with the number of
She's not happy. She thought there'd be more
followers? More likes?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that what likes?
Well, you only
likes on
got 21 followers so far.
there? Yeah, that's pretty paltry.
Oh, there's only one picture. I mean,
Yeah, that's the thing. You got
Gotta
to
give
keep people
reasons.
interested.
Yeah, but
You got to put Cooper in a bikini or
but
something.
she needs the carrot though, and the carrot.
yeah, but you got to teach her a lesson, man. Consistency. Work hard.
I'm dealing with today's youth, Q.
Look, fucking Wobbsy's following, and he's not even allowed to fucking have a dog, and he likes it.
He does.
Yeah, I better not
Is that
find
true?
out at the mosque or whatever.
Oh my
Right?
God, it's working already. Then is that true?
Yes, you've converted Wobbsy into a fucking French bulldog
Extremist.
lover.
We've already got an extremist.
Yes, Wobbsy the extremist. He's like, I was just about to walk into a crowded cafe with a bomb strapped to myself, and then I saw a French bulldog fucking playing with a kitten, and they were both attacking a moth. And suddenly, no, Wobbsy's no, he's not that guy. He's-
Okay.
All right, what's the
Instagram account again?
I'll follow it.
yeah. So far,
Lily's
there's
Frenchie.
Lily's Frenchie.
Who's Lily?
Alicia's nickname.
Oh, Lily. Mm-hmm. So what is it? Lee?
Lee.
Lees, then Frenchie, French.
All right, I'm following.
You got to like it. Make sure.
I'm not
'cause
gonna.
And I'm
but
liking.
I'm only gonna do most.
How could she be unhappy with the number of likes? She has 21 followers. 20 people liked it. That's a pretty high success rate.
I told her that there was
You're like,
a
I'm
possibility of
famous.
thousands of people would like it, and it was a big. What's it called?
She tried to get emancipated after she found out you didn't have the
egg
fucking.
on my face.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't do that to Walt, man. You can't do that to Walt. He looks like a real douche in front of his kid right now.
But we're not also like that. I
Q, if
told
you
her she
tweet
doesn't
that
want
and
to
you
do the. She doesn't want to do the any more pictures like that though. She just wants to take cute pictures.
Oh, nobody's gonna want to see that.
She's not interested in doing that that level. That was just to get us started to get the people hooked.
Oh yeah, just drawing the 20 people, and then you're gonna fucking switch it up on them.
From this point on, though, she's just doing cute pictures.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
All right.
I'm following.
Oh, Kevin has a picture.
Oh, that's why everybody's rushing to Kevin Smith's fucking French.
Is that a French bulldog?
Kevin has a French bulldog.
Maybe. It looks like a bulldog and a Great Dane.
It is.
Fuck, dude. You
No
just
wonder,
got blown out
man.
of the water.
He heard about Alicia's account, and he's like, fuck that.
I mean, that's the power of the Frenchie. Man.
Snooch to the nooch.
You're drinking Diet Coke, but you never drank it before. You're shoving after eights underneath the door. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's tight. No. But there's 1,000 other things I'd rather do to you tonight. your sister. I want to ship your sister. I want to ship your sister. You're almost as sound as you were back in verse number 1. And I'm not having any fun. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's tight. No. But there's 1,000 other things I'd rather eat than chicken tonight. Because I want to ship your sister. I want to ship your sister. I want to ship your sister. She wouldn't shift me, so I called her a slut. I'm really sorry. I came out wrong. I've a lot of problems at home. I never went to the dance. It wasn't worth going out tonight, going out tonight, going out tonight. It wasn't worth going out tonight, going out tonight, going out tonight. It wasn't worth going out tonight, going out tonight, going out tonight. It wasn't worth going out tonight, going out tonight, going out tonight. Because I want to ship your sister. 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 It wasn't worth going out tonight, going out tonight, going out tonight. It wasn't worth going out tonight, going out tonight, going out tonight.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.